Hello, beautiful, vibrant souls. This weekend has been a roller coaster of emotions, and that's okay. We're coming up on a new moon, and that's gonna happen. So I first want to talk about this Five of Pentacles that popped out. Um, your brain can be your own worst enemy, especially if you're prone to filling in the blanks with worry or concerns when you don't have the information that you need. You're quick to drop in some potentials that aren't in alignment with what it is that you desire. And it's just, you have a tendency to, we tend to automatically start thinking in terms of something that we're familiar with. So if you're familiar with a negative situation, you're going to fill the potential outcome with negative situations. It happens. But here's the thing, we're on a journey. This journey is not, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. The difference is that when we are sprinting, we are prepared mentally to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. There is a quick expenditure of energy that occurs. When we are on a marathon, we instead are training ourselves and preparing ourselves for something that has a long goal. It's way out there. It's not something that just happens overnight, much like when we are preparing to pluck the fruits from our harvest. You can't do so too quickly because you will ruin the fruit. It won't be the quality that you're looking for. It won't be usable. We don't want to wait until it rots, but we also need to pay close attention to the development of how this takes place. We had to put nutrients into that soil. We have to make sure that it gets the right amount of water and sunlight. There is and this is for you too. You need enough water and sunlight to maintain a specific level of growth. And that goes for rest too, right? The perfect amount of rest helps your brain work in the ways that you need to. And there's been an imbalance. You've been putting a whole lot into preparing for this, and then trying to sprint through the first part of your chariot race. You can see the end of it. It's there, and you're bound to win. But it's not supposed to be a short race. It's supposed to take a long time because good things take a long time to develop. So patience, a lot of patience, and careful expenditure of that energy. Don't try to fill in the blanks. Beautiful, vibrant souls, we have found the gateway to everything that we desire, and we're questioning it, and we're doubting it, and we're concerned that it's not exactly what we thought it was. Because when we're talking about what it is that we've manifested, we don't necessarily it's not obvious because it's not for everyone. There's going to be signs that it's yours, that it's your gateway to move through. There is going to be signs that are only going to be revealed in a way that makes sense to you. Abundance is not the same thing for every person. For some people, abundance is in monetary. Sometimes abundance is in time. Sometimes abundance is in love. Sometimes abundance is in health. There's a lot of different ways that we see abundance come through for us. You've asked for a very specific type of manifestation, and there's a gateway that you walk through where you are shifting the timetable here. There is a lot of change that needs to take place, and you have to kind of trust the process. So this might involve you picking up and moving. This might involve you shutting down some social media. This might involve you literally packing your things and moving to a new location or a new job. This might involve you removing yourself from certain social circles. This might involve you quitting smoking or not drinking pop or soda anymore, and getting off of heavy caffeine drinks. This might involve you eliminating other recreational things from your regular social schedule. Um, It might involve picking up some new habits that are more healthy and are going to provide you with an outlet that is more conducive to the type of life that you desire. But we have to step into these changes, and sometimes these changes involve leaving some things behind, and sometimes these changes involve picking up new things. But this is a gateway that you recognize because you're going to continually see the signs. So if you know that you need to quit smoking and you keep seeing all these little things for quitting smoking aids, that's your sign. It can't get any more obvious. It can't like send you a mail order free sample. And if that happened, would that work? Would you pay attention to that sign, or does it have to punch you in the jaw? Because sometimes we're looking right at the gateway and we're just refusing to step through it. And that's what this message is about. Open your eyes. It's right there. Take the step. This one hit home just a little bit. Our chameleon spirit acting as if this is one of the keys to manifestation, because it removes the opportunity for doubt to creep in and sabotage what it is that you've been asking for. When we act as if we already have what it is we desire, we're not leaving any room for questioning it. We are just aligning ourselves with it so that it hits us immediately and directly without any hesitation. You already know it's yours, and when it's right, it's yours. But there have been some gifts that you have been given that you did not necessarily see for what they are. You maybe questioned their authenticity. You questioned the sincerity of the gift. You questioned the intention of the gift. It was like somebody gave something to you and then you wondered if they were just going to take it back, or if there was some um, leverage that they were asking for. Down the road, they're going to ask for a favor or something of that nature, rather than just looking at it and appreciating it for what it is. That gift was a test. And so that gift is now for you to look at differently. You are to celebrate that gift and appreciate that gift. And I don't think there's such a thing as too late. So even if you worry that maybe you damaged the power of the gift that was given to you to appreciate, and we're not talking necessarily about tangible items. Maybe it is a tangible item, or maybe it's that somebody offered you an opportunity or invited you out. Somebody asked you to be a part of something and you turned them down. You can still contact them and said, I was thinking about it and maybe I acted too harshly. Can we talk more? I thought that I was going to be busy this weekend, but as it turns out, I have an opening in my schedule and I'd really love to take you up on that offer. Let's go do this. Um, I know that I kind of indicated that I really wasn't in the right mind state to accept a conversation that you wanted to have, but I think it is important that I make time for this. Let me know when you have time. These can be the openings, the reopenings. And when we act as if these things are coming to us intentionally and for purpose, we're allowing the universe to hand us step by step by step instructions into aligning with what it is that we intended and we wanted in the first place.